And we decided to delve into our own archives to show the outpouring of support that came from residents in the border city and surrounding area in response to the Fort McMurray wildfire. Here's Gina Martin with more.
They are images hard to forget. Wildfire scorching hundreds of hectares of forest in the Fort McMurray and Wood Buffalo region. The smoke making its way to Lloydminster, causing air quality advisories in our area. But the smoke couldn't cloud the city's determination to help.
We want to return some normalcy to these kids' lives and give them something, a toy that will at least distract them for a little while.
Any kind of donations. We're even taking dog and cat food for the animals that don't have anything either.
And the community certainly didn't disappoint, donating everything from food to clothing to toys, making sure evacuees were covered.
It's not something that you would expect from anybody. Again, it leaves you speechless. It's very hard to describe the feelings that all of us have had.
Local businesses also got creative with ways to raise money. This store making custom-made shirts and sweaters with the Alberta Strong logo.
I can't imagine knowing my house was gone or my everything was gone and not having anything or knowing what we're doing. It just makes me cry watching their stories, and it's just a really cool feeling knowing that we're giving back to them in some way.
And just last month, Lloydminster was recognized for its efforts.
It is a pleasure, again, on our behalf to say thank you to everyone for everything that they did for us. And we hope that when they see this image that they will reflect on that kind generosity that they had.
This was received on behalf of everyone in the city of Lloydminster for their support. I think that the community, as like I say, recall very vividly the number of organizations and individuals that just literally stepped up.
Gina Martin, Newcap News.
Well, with the weather cooperating, Mayor Gerald Albers kicked off Pitch-In Week today, encouraging residents to help clean up litter around the city. Speaking to some of Lloydminster's youngest citizens, Mayor Albers says it's important to help nature as well as the community.
We're very proud of our community. We talk about volunteers, we talk about helping people in need. In essence, Mother Nature needs a little help now because there's certain things she can't dispose of.
He adds this is a crucial time for cleaning up the city after the snow has melted, but before plants come out of hibernation.
Pick up whatever's out there because our city is working very diligently to get things cleaned up, but the sooner everybody helps out, it will be into everybody's best benefit.
Pitch-In Week concludes on Saturday with the Household Hazardous Waste Roundup at the X Grounds. What comes after high school? That's the question many students had today at the Try a Trade Expo, where they were faced with a number of options for a possible career path. Brittany Matika reports.
Today was the 8th annual Try a Trade at the Lloydminster Exhibition Grounds, where 1,700 students from the border city as well as the general public were in attendance to speak to current tradesmen and women about their registered trade and ask about apprenticeship training.
Basically, our event is to promote trades as a first career choice to the youth, but everybody is welcome. So people in between jobs that would like some information on trades are definitely welcome to come down and join us.
Dave King, the Dean of Trades and Technology at Lakeland College, says that although the economy has been on a downturn, things are picking up and teaching institutions are highly connected with the workforce.
Lakeland College and all the institutions that teach the trades, we have a contract with Alberta Apprenticeship and Industry Training, and they basically negotiate with the institutions for student numbers, and they look at how many apprentices are in the region.
Try a Trade is a great chance for students to come out, speak to industry professionals, educators, and actually try out the trades.
There's lots to see. There's like hairdressers and, well, some of my friends went up on that big thing that like goes up and down with like the construction crew, so that was pretty cool.
I've seen a lot of just different kinds of trades that people want us to take part in and try out.
Welding and maintenance and plumbing, like every kind of trade, I guess.
Currently, Alberta has 64 registered trade programs and Saskatchewan has 51. Brittany Matika, Newcap News.
Young artists in the border city are having their work showcased at the Lloydminster Cultural and Science Centre to encourage their development and expression through a variety of art forms. Shauna Maurice, the manager at the centre, is excited about the annual exhibit and the chance for young artists to have their work acknowledged.
It's just a great opportunity for them to get out in the community. It engages them to be part of the community, to show off their artistic talent, and gives them a venue to be creative and pursue the arts.
The Youth Art Show continues to grow each year with 170 entries, including pencil drawings, paintings, and molded masks from youth ages 3 to 18. There's even a chance to mingle with the artists behind these masterpieces on May 25th.
And it's just an opportunity for the kids to come out and showcase their work to their families and friends. We're going to have a little art station set up for them to participate and do some more artist activities.
The exhibit will be at the center until May 27th. Well, it's a gesture you wouldn't expect from a grade 1 student. In this week's Beyond the Classroom, we meet a young girl at Winston Churchill School who's proving you're never too young to make a difference.
Well, I wanted to cut my hair, and then we thought about doing it for kids' cancer.
And at a school assembly in front of her peers, that's exactly what Rose Tyndall did.
Oh, look at that, there's one!
Donating all 10 inches of her freshly cut hair to Wakes for Kids, an idea completely her own.
Then her mom approached me because her mom knew of Team Naomi, and this is my niece, and so she thought, like, why can't we kill two birds with one stone?
Naomi Lendvoy was diagnosed with cancer in 2015. That's when Team Naomi was born, an initiative to raise money for pediatric cancer research.
They decided to raise money for the hair, and they're donating that portion of the money to Team Naomi, and then the hair is going to Wigs for Kids.
Some of Rose's fundraising ideas, including wearing hats to school for a donation.
They could bring any denomination of a donation. We didn't ask for a specific amount, and they raised, I believe it was about $340.
Bumping her grand total up to almost $2,000.
I was floored. I was honored. The kids I teach, they're all fabulous, but to step up like this, and it really hit home for me that how special kids really are, and they have the heart of gold. Over the course of the past year, we've raised just over $80,000 for Team Naomi, and 100% of that has gone to pediatric cancer.
As for Rose, this is how making a difference feels.
It makes me feel happy.
A night of laughter, music, and dance. That's what people can expect at the SPCA Comedy Cabaret this Friday. The cabaret is in a new venue taking place in the Civic Centre to accommodate more people.
Being a little bit closer into town, so it's a little bit easier for people to get access to it. Seated a little bit more because we were hoping, because we sold out last year, that we would maybe be able to increase the sales a little bit.
A different event than the SPCA Dinner Theatre, the cabaret kicks off with a comedy show. Then people can choose to stay afterwards for a dance.
It attracts a little bit different audience, for sure, because it's not as long an evening. So we find that people that just want to come out, watch the show, and then have a little bit of the evening free.
Tickets are still available, and all proceeds go to the local animal shelter.
This is Newcap Sports.
Well, the Lloydminster Red Dogs season is nearly over. With one game left to play, the team secured the Capital District Championship on the weekend. And for some of the players, a stark reality is setting in. Lance Phillips with more.
26-7. That was the final score of Lloydminster's championship-clinching win over the Parkland Predators. A 19-point victory is sufficient for most teams, but not the Red Dogs. It showed the team's susceptible to mental breakdowns, and for a team striving for perfection in every aspect of the game, that outcome is simply not acceptable.
Coming in psychologically, maybe even for us coaches, were we prepared as much as we were previously? Like anything in life, you have to have the preparedness. We tried to maintain that, but it is challenging.
We didn't have the right mindset, I thought. We were pretty sluggish going into it. We underestimated the team that clearly we shouldn't have. They lost to the Chargers by a large amount, but never take a team lightly in this.
I think we came in a bit too overconfident and kind of just misjudged our opponents. We didn't give them the credit we should have off the start, and then they did give us a really good competition up until the end.
The win means Lloydminster brings back the Capital District Championship trophy for a second straight year, just in time for its lone home game of the season against the Battle River Shock May 6th.
This game means a lot to the players and their families. They put a lot of time and dedication into this team to keep going down the road. And not only that, to the sponsors, it's important to them as well. To do it in front of our own hometown fans is everything, right?
For me, I'm hoping to just give the best game I've ever given, especially because we're at home. I'm sure everyone wants to do that. We want to leave it on the field, give the best game we can.
Saturday's home game
marks the final time 11 of these players will wear a Red Dogs uniform. And when you watch the way they carry themselves and listen to the way they speak about being a Red Dog, it's clear that this program's made them champions in every possible way.
Oh, it's been amazing. Every day, every practice, every game, it's always fun. You always want to be there. You never want to miss practice. It's just been a great experience through and through.
The first year, super small kid and didn't really know much, and then you just progress throughout your 3 years, and it's a really cool experience. You just love every minute of it, and you want to absorb it as much as you can before you're gone.
Though the seniors will be gone in body, they won't be in mind. The impact they've had will be felt well beyond the 2017 season.
I'm really proud of how they led these younger players, and we were able to still make a championship team, and without them we wouldn't been able to develop these players, and I think next year you're going to see the results of what they did this year for this team.
Lance Phillips, Newcap Sports, Lloydminster.